Oh my god, hot damn, look at her. She's cat. Oh god, wow. Oh god, bless.
Ow. My stream's ow. Uh-oh. Is it not lining up? Wait. Hold on. I closed the program. I don't think, because when I open... I have a hotkey to turn on all of the programs I need. But hi, how is everyone doing today? Happy Wednesday, and congratulations on Spooky for being today's Boop Champ. Where am I? Turn this on. Was there an update? Did my throwing system break again? No, yes, no. Yes, no. Ah! It was working fine. Oh, there it is. Uh-oh. Close program has stopped. How is everyone doing today? Let me see if I can read your guys' messages while I'm trying to troubleshoot this. Turn that on. Let's see. Congratulations. Thank you so much, Spooky, for the resub. 5-month streak. Congratulations. Hello, Spoonf. How can you guys tell what, like you say first or fourth? How can you guys tell? Hello, Delgado. How are you doing? The winking, yeah. The winking at the intro. Very subtle, very subtle. Hi, Ethereal. How are you guys doing? For me, Spooky is red on my OBS, but he's like lime green. Give it a moment. It's still loading. I think my throwing system is broken. It worked. I could hear you guys throwing things at me during the loading screen. Who pops up in your chat box first? Atheist Paladin. Oh, wait, what? What do you mean? You mean like the text or like users? The very, very first message after Stream Elements was Atheist Paladin. According to what I'm seeing, Atheist Paladin was the first one. Early enough for the Boop Champ? You don't have enough? How much is the Boop Champ? How much? Let me see. How much have you guys been spending? You guys, like, you hunt for this, but how much are you actually spending on this? Oh my god, where did I put it? Oh my god, 1,000? You guys are spending one... Oh, here it comes. There it goes. Hi! You feeling okay today, throwing system? There you go. Now you guys can throw things at me. No, Beko, that's how we tell who's first. Who's messaging? How 183. You guys get so excited. It's like it's on. Excitement. But I can't stop throwing stuff. Oh. There's the freebies, Shadow. You could use the freebies. That's why I have the freebies for a reason. But maybe you just want to clobber me. Until next Monday. Yeah. Hi, Dusk. Hello, hello. You're going to be lurking? Thank you. I'll take care of your eyeballs. Will it be a Boop Champ standstill again? How many of you guys have it on the button? It's still up there. Anyone can take it. The stream hasn't started. It's worth only when it starts. I wish. Wow. Petition for 1 point Boop Champ. I don't know. You guys seem to be determined at the placement it's at. I didn't think you guys would spend for it, but yeah, it's a hot commodity. Very hot commodity. Pew pew. And you guys are super fast, guns a-blazing for it. Spoomp does the illegal on Tuesday. Premature Boop Champulation. Oh no. They're calling Spoomp out. They're questioning whether or not Spoomp can actually obtain Boop Champ, not illegally. You forgot yesterday was playing Risk and forgot to be here before Spoomp. Aw, it's okay. Risk is a very challenging game, I imagine. What? No one is here before Spoomp? You got here at 39 seconds. Hi, Atheist. Hi, Venus. Conwagulation. Oh my god. Troubleshooting your stream problem is Pog? Yeah. It was fine. And then my stream was just like, oh, hello there. You think stream's going to run perfectly today? I think not. It shows all the chat on your loading screen. Oh, that's true. Fixing Scuff Live as it should be done. You guys gotta see my homework. You have to check my work. That's the best way to do it. Funny number day? Why, what is it? Oh. 420? Ow. Spoomp got it legit yesterday, and Spoomp is the only double Boop Champ as well, fully legit. When I had 2 Boop Champs slots at one point. I don't know what color I am. Bees are bad with colors. Almost blind. It's funny you should say that. Since you're red on my OBS, but you're green on my Twitch backend thingy. Those are like the colors that get confused. Ah! Oh my god, it's like I'm being attacked by little gerbils. Half the people I met today was baked, since recently recreational usage was made legal. Last year they even gave free samples to those who were vaccinated. I don't know how I feel about that. What? I mean, I get it. I get it for medicinal purposes, but I don't know. I don't like the well, I mean, as you guys have experienced, with my chronic cough, I'm very sensitive to my respiratory. Oh, wow. Very sensitive with my respiratory system, so I don't really trust any of that. As in the first person in chat. Atheist was the true first. Congrats, Atheist. He posted like a microsecond before the resub went through. Where is your god now, chat? What? Making you guys spend 1k for Boop Champ? I'm not making you guys. I'm not making you guys. How much do you earn per stream? You don't have to be Boop Champ every day. How can we save with the 1k cost of Boop Champ? It's my ploy all along. Do you want to be my little Boop Champ? Or do you want to... or do you want to save? My trigger finger lingers just below the link. Hi, Doctor. How are you doing? The stream hasn't started? Oh, I mean, I am here now. And you are not. You said you will come back. Okay, no problem. Made it hard for Spoopy to not claim it on Monday. Not? Why? Why not? Becca's worth more than 1 point. Since you're outside the building... Wait, since I'm outside the buildings, I have full bars. But as it gets cold, I'm a close bars once inside. Oh. Oh no. You should wrap your phone in tin foil and stick it out the window, like a long enough antenna to stick out the window. Right? That should work. Or not. How would you like me to contact you? Oh no. Wait. I'm not ready yet. I think I have a sound clip attached for it, but I don't know if it's still on there. Oh, and okay, wait. No, I think it was just a sound clip. But yes, please in Discord. Either the suggestions or you can DM me. Where? You feel weird? You missed yesterday's whole stream until the very end, but it was for good reason. Aw. It's okay. Oh. We got a Dawnlit dono! Thank you, Spooky! Wait, how much is that? It went up a lot. It's like 8%. Math for me. Thank you for the Dawnlit Donna. I have to think of a catchphrase to say now that you guys have made me do the coffee. Dono? Dono. Ba. Dono. Ba. I'll figure it out. It'll come naturally. Ow. How are Venus's eyeballs? Hello, game guy. Hello, Russian. We boopin'? We are boopin'. We've got the boop champ today. Got 5-day boop champ streak once. That's true. Sometimes you guys are just like, nah. Leaves it on the table. It sits there. Do you want a fresh boop champ? Do you want it fresh? Or do you want it old? Day old, like bread day old, okay? That's why you guys gotta redeem it every stream. Otherwise, the next person's getting stale boop champ. And you don't want it stale. You're surviving? Oh, Venus, you had the thingy. How was your eyeballs? It took me a second. The surgery, right? No, wait. That was Leanne. Venus, what did you have with your eyeballs? You're facing the consequences of indulging a bit too much on funny number day, and now you feel like snaps. Mr. Chicken Nuggets. How does one cleanse yourself? How do you cleanse yourself after indulging in the 420? How do you cleanse yourself? How do you do the cleansing? The drink water, go outside, breathe a lot of fresh air, go to an oxygen bar, shove a nozzle up your nose, shove a oxygen hoozle up your nozzle, and sniff, inhale all the oxygen you need, drink some water, then give a large exhale, and sleep. Ah. It's so simple. How could I overlook that? Attacked by little hamsters, yes. That's what it feels like to do the much love. You're vaccinated? Yay, congrats! Does your arm hurt? I don't remember if I have to. I got vaccinated last year, but I know there's like a booster, right? I haven't done those yet. You prefer edibles? No smoke involved? I don't know. Who would be Beko be baked? How would I be baked? I have never done it before, so I would not know. Baked like a cookie? I've never done it before. But I like having, how do you say? Clarity in the mind. On the rare occasions, alcohol. Which I guess alcohol isn't that great. But I don't do it that often anyway. Today is funny number day. Might as well use the CBD tincture. Now you're curious? She's getting some love thrown at her. Yes. And your horrible roommate. It's okay. It's rare. It's rare that happens. They don't enact in the act often. 2 to 3K per stream. There you go. That's a healthy amount. Potentially there could be more. Who knows? Those who come here on a streak get 450 max just from coming here. These tier 3 guys get 100 every 5 minutes. Oh, the reason they get so healthy. Oh no. The economy. At least they spend a lot. There's not a lot of gambling that happens on my stream though, so it doesn't get redispersed. Unfortunately. Spoonful only stays at 1 to 3K cause portable. Actually, yeah, you guys redeem a lot. Sorry to hear your entire kitchen burned down last night. Oh no, it's okay. It happens at least once every other week, I think. Maybe. Do you need to wait? Wait for, message me first. Atheist Paladin. Let me know if there's anything in particular that you like. Cause I am in the middle of I've got a lot of things going on, so I need to make sure that I'm able to do it. I don't want you to redeem it and then like have it not be available for like X amount of time. Wah! Portable Beko is worth being broke since she's so cute. Well in chibi form. New Donlet. Oh, Coffee also messages in my chat. I see. Patience intensifies. Beko in a cup emote? I have that in Discord. Do I have a slot open to add another emote? You guys don't use it a lot in Discord. The Beko in a cup emote. There should be a backlog emote. How would that even look like? And you guys would just spam it just to make the backlog even worse. Like Beko reading a scroll or something. Which Venus are we talking about? Wait. The one who had eyeballs. I mean, you all have eyeballs. Ah! How far back in time are we? Am I that far back? Medical stuff. Avi got her brace. I need to message her. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday day today. Those are cute, by the way. Those are cute Pikachus. I have to message her. I want to ask her what it's like. I've never had braces before. Metal in the mouth. Becca's backlog. Something fierce. You can't cleanse. Just sleep. Drink water and coffee. You just sleep and cleanse it. Just sleeping. Sleeping is the answer. Sleeping is the answer to everything. Need Avi? Wait. Why? What? Eating always helps. All right. It was Lay, not Venus. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Spooky was confusing me. Vaccinated before last year. Oh, I see. CBD tincture consumed. Spooky is going to be high now. How high are we talking? What kind of effects does that have? What certain things should I be doing to induce bigger effects? Should I have disco ball in here, flashing lights, seizure warning? Sounds like a good time. You've been saving up. You're at 54K. Wow. That's a lot. My redeems are too good. They have to be. So that I can interact with you guys, and it's so fun. You saving up for karaoke or Beko shirt? You guys give me ideas for what you would like for a shirt, for shirt stuff, and I will figure out getting it done. Get the merch. Represent Beko merch in public. That'd be so cool. If I get more merch, when relocation happens, I'm gonna dedicate more time to actually making merch stuff. Because I plan to actually open up a store, like a proper store, and do multiple things in it. But that'd be cool if you guys could take pictures, submit them, send them in. That'd be really cool. That'd be so cool. When you the I still have to fix that. Scuffy boom. When you the when you the when you sorry. When you the when me you the when when you the when when you the when me you the when when you the when when you the when me you the when when you the when when you the when me you the when when you the Portable Beko is a cheat code to remove like 20 FPS. This is true. I always lag when I switch. Spoon uses the Beko in a cup. It's not in Beko's. Is it not? Is it not in my Discord? Have I not put it in my Discord? I'll have to look at that. I'll have to check. I thought it was in my Discord. I'm pretty sure. You prefer Scuff Beko? Scuff Beko is very special. Very special indeed. Backlog, 2:51 a.m. So from the time I type that message to Beko reading, it's about 6 minutes. Current time, 9:51. 4:20, just another day. You know, a polo shirt with a chest pocket and a Beko peeking out of it would be instant buy. Oh my god, that's cute. Write that in suggestions. Ow! Your poor Dawnlit. Spoon uses your Discord Beko in a cup emote. I see. It's different than Beko sipping from a cup. In other Discords, hit the send too soon. I see. Where am I? Savage Deals. That sounds amazing. Ah, and thank you for the hydration station. Oh no. Oh no. Where's my water? Hold on. Ow! I'm okay. Thank you so much for the hydration station. Thank you for taking care of me like a Tamagotchi. Where am I? I've had stupid braces for way too long. They went on 2018. We're supposed to only be for 30 months. That's so long. 30 months? Then COVID. Oh no. Oh no, and they're still on. Don't worry. They'll feel so good when they come off. I've heard that for weeks on end, the only thing you can do is lick your teeth. Because you realize just how smooth they are. Like, you just can't stop licking your teeth. Compulsively lick your teeth. Beko read that and my furniture started floating. Wait, am I caught up or did something happen? Oh no, I'm mostly caught up. Hope you enjoyed that brain rot tongue twister. It was really weird. Thank you, Mr. Chicken Nuggets. 9:55. Boop. And that. I drink a cup of Beko every morning to keep my healthy. Every morning. Oh, you have a Beko coffee maker. I wish there was other uses I could use. I want Beko appliances. Feel the Beko tail. Your heart's healthy? So I figure I'll be handing out advice to Avi for a while. Wow. What did she say? Did she stream today? Did I miss it? I was so focused. I was working really hard today. I was making a bunch of graphics and it's like really cool stuff. I wish I could show you guys, but I don't think I can. It was really cool. I say that, but it's not that cool. I don't know. I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I wish I could use it for myself. It makes me want to like rework on everything for my setup because I'm so plain. Isn't it weird that you can work on stuff like a lot more when it's for someone else than when it's for yourself? Like if I'm doing something for someone else, I'm more motivated than when it's myself. It's really hard. It's really hard for me to be like, eh. This is facts. Boom has braces for 4 years. Oh my goodness, that's a long time. No, don't do that, Shadow. Don't fix that. We're not fixing that. Hello, Thirsty. How are you doing? Coffee machine? No, you have Beko clone machine. Oh. Make sure you speak to your doctor about that. She wasn't on? That you saw? Not today? If she was, you didn't get a notification? Oh, I see. We were messaging earlier. We were talking about things, but I didn't think about it. It didn't occur to me. I wonder if she's still awake or on. Abby! What's it like having braces? I did miss Denki. I'm so sad about that. I saw that you messaged, but like I was kind of in the zone and I had so many windows open. I was like listening to videos, watching tutorials, working in Photoshop, working in Illustrator, working in like 3 different tabs of Photoshop. I had too many things going on. The first day hurts. Oh, I imagine. Doesn't it? You get it can cut your lips too. Can it cut your lips, or are braces a lot better now these days? Are braces better so that they don't cut your lips anymore? There's a lot of tension to adjust to. Yeah. When it's for yourself, you can procrastinate with no cons. When for someone else, you feel pressure and feel like the person will judge you. I guess I feel that. Yeah. What? This car mechanic simulator is 10/10 repair work. Really? After a day or two, though, it only hurts for a short while after adjustments. Ow. How often do you have to do adjustments? Ah! Oh, I was bracing myself for that one to hurt. Oh. Hello, Yellow McFly. How are you doing? Yeah, I had a lot of cuts. I got used to the pain. Ah, you got used to the pain? Why haven't they fixed that? Why isn't that something they fixed? How often did you get cut? Just from existing? That must be painful. I can't imagine sleeping like that. What if you sleep like face down? Is that worse? Do you learn to sleep face up? Getting fish hooked was painful at first. Now it's just annoying. Why? It says you're playing car mechanic. Yes, I will. I will attempt to. You're past the 30-minute mark and no game. Okay. I was trying to catch up. I'm all better now. I got backlog. Depends on how bad the teeth are. I wonder how bad the teeth are. We talked. I mentioned about Invisalign. She's just like, I don't trust Invisalign. I'm like, oh. You're doing good? How's the night? The night is doing pretty well. I still have my window open, so in case if you start hearing screaming in the background, that's probably just someone in the courtyard screaming. I don't know. I don't know why. Spoonf had them for 10 years ago and they were hick. How they not fix that? I don't understand how it's still a thing. I mean, I understand Invisalign is the new like modern way to do it, but in terms of like the metal way, like why hasn't that improved? Egg. It was common to wake up with my brackets in my lips, and yeah, having a wire break the bands and bust through your cheeks is fun too. Ugh. All the bands? Frick. Brackets? Ah. So is it stuck on your teeth with glue? It's glue, right? That's what they do? They just put all the metal stuff on your teeth with glue? And then when they remove it, how do they remove it without damaging your teeth? They call it cement, but it is like real strong cement, and somehow they're able to take it off and leave your teeth smooth. Like you said, when I had braces in my teen years, the braces cut me up horribly, and putting wax in between the braces soothed and prevented the pain. But then you got addicted to chewing the wax. Oh no. You would think they would develop braces that don't stab your mouth. Exactly. Putting metal. But I guess it makes them heck of money already, so I guess they don't need to. That's true. They were like, oh yeah, you can... I was never recommended braces until like my last dental appointment. They were like, we think you need braces. And I'm just like, you never told me this the entire time that I've always been here. And my teeth look exactly the same. They're like, you've got a little bit of... Wait, which one was it? I don't know which one it was. Did I have an overbite? Underbite. No, not an underbite. I grind my teeth, I know that. I grind my teeth in my sleep sometimes. That's not good. I tried getting a night guard, but it's so uncomfortable. I might need to get a new one. I don't know. They break it off and chisel the rest. They break it off? How does it not break off by normal use? Sometimes enamel comes off with the cement. Oh no, your teeth. Ah! Pardon. It's pretty common. Oh my god. No. The mouth. So many scars and stuff. Does happen. Then they have to do repair work. Wax. Little wax strips. You put over the brackets to cover the sharp edges. They have some. Oh. Why don't they just coat it then? Or I guess they do have to make adjustments, huh? They do have to make adjustments, so it's not like they could coat it. On the final months, the braces stay on my mouth very poorly. I was even able to remove the main one that was like a ring around the molars. Oof. They gave Spoonf a permanent wire for his bottom teeth that went on the inside of the teeth. It broke off after 3 weeks. How much did it cost you? The inside of Spoonf's mouth is a mass of scars. Ow, ow. Ow, ow. I get self-conscious every time I bite my cheek, right? Because when you bite your cheek, it gets poofy and it like swells, right? Causing you to like bite on it more by accident because it's bigger. And I used to be paranoid, like if I keep biting my cheek, it's just gonna get bigger and bigger. So like if you guys keep cutting the inside of your mouth and stuff like that, like all of that is gonna be like sticky outy and worse, isn't it? I don't know. You have terrible teeth, struggled most of my life with no dental/medical coverage. You could never mind, I won't recommend that. I was gonna say, like, when I was younger, what I did was I moved them myself. It's bad. I had like I would play with my teeth when I was younger. And I would like push them. Thankfully my teeth aren't like crooked, horribly crooked. I mean, they're not straight because apparently they suggested braces aesthetically, even though I was told that I don't need them. But like, I don't know. Don't do it though. Let the professionals do it. They make you lay there for hours with your mouth open, teeth dry, and significant pain. I hate the dentist. I mean, I'm okay with the dentist. I'm okay with any checkup, medical, blah, 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 because then it's just like, I can just lay there. Do your thing. But the dentist I hate because my mouth, like, especially like my mouth will get dry. The lips will get dry, they'll start cracking. Whatever it is they're doing, it'll start cracking, and it hurts. That part hurts. That always sucks. You have like 2 scars in your mouth? You would miss my Swiss Army teeth if I ever got my teeth worked on. Are they like sharp in certain areas? $400? The overall treatment costs almost 1,000. What? 1,000 a month for 10 years? Ah, why? And the 400 for the thingy doohickey that broke after a week. Where is this money going to? Braces are like 5K, but I have good insurance, so I think it was only like 1,200 out of pocket. Braces are expensive. How much are Invisalign? Invisalign is as good as metal braces nowadays, right? Invisalign is just as good. Right? Spoom's parents' insurance is great, so he paid average less than 1K. My wisdom teeth pushed my eye teeth? There's a tooth called eye teeth? On the right side forward. They look like fangs. Ah. Sorry, I licked my tooth. Dracula? Dracula? I wish my tooth was bigger. I wish my little fangs, my fangs were bigger. Even though the braces straighten my teeth, I have one smaller than average canine that requires several hundred or thousands to fix with a crown or something. Not sure. You feel horrible when I bite the dentist's fingers. Why are you clumping down? Why are you clumping down? I try to keep my mouth as wide as physically possible, yet my mouth slowly closes without my knowledge, and when the dentist points it out, I feel horrible. I mean, at least you're not like biting down into the flesh, right? It's just like you're just slowly closing it, like your hair, huh? And then you're like, and then they're like, hey, open up. But you're not like, It's not that kind of scenario, right? It's not a, your fingies are mine now. I don't mind the dentist. Let the teeth man examine my teeth and then go home because I take care of my teeth. Yeah. I don't like when did I tell you about having my wisdom teeth taken out and that experience? I feel like I've talked about this already. Because we talked about how like they imploded my teeth. They blew it up. And now I have holes in my gums. And it feels weird and I don't like them. Spoon still has leftover cement on the back of two of his bottom teeth where it was placed. They removed one and refused to do the other because they got the cement over the top of it. So they said they'd end up scraping way too much enamel. As if any was acceptable. Dentists are fine, orthodontists deserve bitten fingers. From what Avi said, hers are similar to mine. Her front lower teeth are compacted. Mine happened because wisdom teeth grew in facing forward. They had to extract 2 premolars to make room for the corrections. Hopefully she doesn't have to deal with that. Shark? Avi secretly shark? More teeth than needed? Spoon purposely bit his oar when he took too long? What? Vicious. Further thought it was 15 years ago Spoon got them off before he was 14. Oh. Had them from like 5 to 14, so not 10 years ago, but still just as long. I see. The only bad thing is I subconsciously bite the inside of my lip. And sometimes till it bleeds. Sometimes I chew my lip. I think that's only when I'm like excessively nervous. Spoon still can't eat caramel because of braces. I'd be devastated. Now you have like specific diets, right? For braces, you can't have gum. You can't have things that get stuck in it, right? What else? Can't have this, can't have that. I can't have anything ooey gooey, soft and chewy. No ooey gooey, soft and chewy for you. Hopefully she doesn't have any favorite foods that are now banned. Spoon doesn't feel bad in the slightest for biting him. He screwed up like 4 times, which is why Spoon had them so long. I don't like seeing how sad my doctors are when they have to discuss my x-ray results. So I kind of worry how a dentist would react to my teeth. Aww. But I get you. Every time they do the x-ray, I always get self-conscious thinking about like what they must think of my teeth, right? Because like when I was younger, I did used to have a lot of how do you say? How do you say? The awa cavity. Yes, yes. I had a lot of the cavity when I was youngling. I was rebellious child and was just like, no. So it's just like when they do the x-ray, it shows up, obviously. And I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, what do they think when they see that? And they must be like, oh no, like, you know what I mean? I always worry they'll be like, wow, oh how duty, you had so many cavities, you must have been unruly, like, can't take care of themself, youngling, and all that other stuff. But I don't know, I don't know. That's just me being me. I chew gum, eat jerky, eat tortilla chips. I ain't got time to worry about that nonsense. I see. I'm gonna sleep and pray you feel better tomorrow. Alrighty. Good night. Good night, Mr. Chicken Nuggets. Thank you so much for stopping by. Just wait until one of your brackets comes off and rips your gum open because you ate caramel. Back when I had too many teeth? No. 3 rows of teeth? No, I had an appropriate amount. I know someone that had too many teeth though. Shark teeth. Put this down. I know someone that had they had a tooth that was growing into their eye that had to get surgically removed. With braces, you couldn't have caramel apples. The apples or the caramel? I'd be saying. I'm empathetic, but have an unmatched tolerance for physical pain. So when people find out how much pain I'm in and they get all sad, I'm like, bleh. But I just want everyone to be happy. Wah, wah. I hope things get better. I mean, it's like pain now and then like pain with braces. I had pain. I had I have crowns on my front teeth because I think at some point when I was young, I must have hit like my front teeth on something. I must have hit them really hard, and that kind of traumatized the nerves is what they told me. It traumatized the nerves, and I had it for the longest time. I had this pain, but like I was hoping the dentist would tell me. Like I thought they would be like, oh, there's like, I thought it was like a cavity pain, nerve pain, but I was just like, there's pain. I think I let it go on for like 5 years. I'm like, there's pain. It's sensitive to temperatures. And they're like, have you ever gotten hit there before? I was like, has flashbacks to many, many moments of getting hit there. I'm like, maybe? And they're like, you probably have nerve pain. So then they told me that I needed to get a crown for it. And so like they did the crown thing, and it was really terrifying to me because I was just like, it's gonna be a fake tooth. But in the process when they were doing all of that drilling, and then sometimes when they turn away to like get some tools or something like that, at one point I like licked my tooth and I could feel like they had gotten rid of like all of it or something, and it was just like a shard, like a sharp point shard. I was just like, I'm just like, this is my front teeth. My people are gonna be like, she looks like a freak. I was just like, all of my tooth is gone. But it's fine. My tooth is fine. I mostly look normal. No, I think I look okay. The only bracket I've had break was when... was when... Where am I? Scroll for me, Obs. Scroll! Was when a training tech broke off one while re-banding mine after an adjustment. Oh. How bloody was it, or did it pop up away from the gums? Which one? Another bee appears? I know. There's so many bees. So many bees. You guys feel me. You guys feel me. That's how I can purr. It's the bees. Spoof got in a fight once and got hit in the mouth so hard his brackets became one with Spoof's lips. No. This sounds so painful. That's just metal. That's just like you have knives in your mouth. That's what that sounds like to me. It didn't bleed. The only time I bled was when the ortho was putting on the ringed ones with my molars and his tool slipped. He stabbed you. God, awful. It was pure agony. Drop Spoon right away. Oh, I'm just sorry. What? Those ring ones that wrap around the molars always fell off. Spoon ended up chewing on bendy metal. No braces! You told him? I ain't got time to bleed and told him to finish because I was wanted for work. Wait, I wanted the work to be done. It takes a long time, some of these procedures. I'm not into S&M, but if I did, I wouldn't be affected by belts and whips. They don't affect you anyway. Why? Does your dentist strap you down? Does your dentist strap you down while you're doing your procedure? Is it that bad? Is it that much drilling to be happening? I mean, don't get me wrong, I was paranoid when they took my wisdom teeth out because there was chains hanging from the ceiling. Thick old chains hanging from the ceiling. I was terrified because I'm just like, they're gonna put me under anesthesia. I'm gonna be out. I'm gonna be knocked out. There's a chain hanging from the ceiling. I was like, what kind of place is this? And it looked like very, it didn't look like a doctor's room at all. It was like, I don't know how to describe it other than it was just like a really, really weird, naked, not really dressed up professional. Like, you know, when you go to a professional or when you go to any doctor's place and they like try to spruce it up and they have like, oh, here's some generic wall decor here and some posters about this and this. Like, no, it was like a blank square room, nothing in it, this big old chair in the middle, and like a big thick metal chain hanging from the middle of the ceiling. Beko, grab the Pico Pico, bonk yourself in shadow. Me? Why me? Why shadow? I'm just said I'm immune to the pain. I don't get it. Did they? I mean, I know in a lot of shows where like if something scary would happen, they would strap you down with belts so that you don't move and fidget. so that it doesn't disrupt the procedure. But that, I don't think they do that anymore. Why'd you have to use SMH as a reference? Wait, when were we talking about you getting whip shadow? When did that come up? I thought we were talking about the dentist. Does your dentist whip you? Am I missing the conversation? When you get caught, your hand in the cookie jar, grab the Beko. You have no idea? What happened? What? Listen, Shadow. Just pop, pop. For good measure. Shadow went to the dark side. I don't understand what happened. I thought we were still talking about the dentist. I will pop this over here. Let's see if this works. I know this weekend I'm gonna take Freckles in. I'm kind of anxious. I hope they don't find like a lot of problems with Freckles. I'm gonna be devastated if they do. There can't possibly be too much that's wrong with him. Ah, wah, wah, wah. Wah, 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 wah. Let you guys know what the problems are. You want to make sure they aren't trying to game you. That's fair. I will. I don't know what... Are you lagging hard? Is it lagging now? It is a little bit. Spoom's got his eye on you, Shadow. I hope this works a little bit better. I think my computer might just be angry at me doing VTube Studio though. I can't skip this. I don't think. Beko to be closed. Spoon can't take the pure Shadow, how did you save that? You just saved like text dialogue like that? Calling each other out? Wow. Try playing the game in full screen instead of borderless. I think this one's on full screen. Swimfa's just saying that Beko would look like an even beautiful one. Even more. All the car mechanic sims have that issue? Oh, okay, we'll take a look. So I'm on full screen. Hello. Turn off VSync. I think it's on full screen. It's running a little bit better. My motion capture is tanking a little bit, but that's to be expected. That fire chicken though? You can't take spoonf out of context, Shadow, but nice try. Beko no spoonf one, say so Beko. Beko is too pure and precious to do such sullen things around. New game. You guys are okay. Shadow's okay. Normal. Do you think if I walk into a mechanic shop and ask them, hey, I want to be an apprentice, they would allow me to? You're like, hi, I want to learn about cars. Please be my master and teach me the way of the car mechanic thingy. Hello. Tire changer wheel balancer. I did see this thingy. This thingy, whatever this spinny thing is, does exist in real life, whatever it is. Mounting a tire on a rim, balancing and assembling the wheel. Okay, that's cool. Oh my god, why are you, I can't even look, you're gonna show me, hi! Okay, that's cool. That's cool. What else? What else are you gonna make me look at? No, I don't care. What are we fixing today? How do I do this? We take that off. We take all of this. Can I lift? Where's your button? Car lift. Used to lift cars. Give you access to the chassis and bottom section of the engine that is inaccessible on a car standing on the ground. Perfect. I just want little lift. Unlikely unless you know you already. But why? It fixes uneven wear. Rusty baby. Does anyone have any mechanic friends that they know that would allow a cat girl to just follow them around a shop and just learn from them? Do it. As Beko plays a game to learn how to take care of cars, I'm here playing Asphalt 8, driving cars recklessly at 300 miles per hour, smashing every car in sight and doing barrel rolls. Ah, I see, I see. Nice, nice. This guy needs a lot of stuff, if I do say so myself. There's gotta be, work on part. Why won't you let me, okay, look. Everything, just get a new car. Manifold. What am I doing? I guess this gotta go. This gotta go, guys. Whatever this is, it's gotta go. I don't approve of it. Take it. We're gonna take all your screws, sir. These are inappropriate screws. They're not rusty enough. These look too good to be in this car. We need to replace you with some rusty screws. Oh, what is this? Oh, I can take this out as well. What are you? What are all these things? This is a rocket arm? Can we just like... How do you get rid of rust? What is this? Oh, okay. I'm gonna take all of this out. You don't need this. This is weighing the car down, sir. This is dangerous because, you know, it's like a porcupine. It makes your car like a porcupine, and we don't want that. If your car... Who's gonna be responsible if your car decides to just explode on the freeway? Okay? We don't want to be responsible for that. And then all of these metal hook thingies will come out and just like... They'll just go. What else am I... What is this? Oh, you don't need that either. That's just unnecessary wire. Can I not take that yet? What are you? What are you? Hello, front shock absorber cap. Accessible. Oh, there's a lot of things. Can I get out of here? How do I stop looking at you? Hello, 108 Play. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. With every level I grow stronger. How do I get out of here? Oh yeah, now we're on this side. Whatever you are, doohickey. I gotta take all the bits and bobs apart. If this is anything like Tank Mechanic Sim, you'll be able to break the engine down completely. Oh. Let's take it. Take this guy. Rust is like malignant cancer. You have to cut it out, all of it, or it'll spread. Really? It'll keep spreading? I didn't realize that. I thought it was just from, like, how do you say? Like, just a reaction from being wet. For those non-freedom unit users, 300 miles per hour is like 400 kilometers. I remember 16 miles per hour being 100 kilometers. Wow. Me pay attention to the parts. I'll figure it out. Maybe. It'll be like Legos. They should all fit together perfectly. Maybe. She's going to remove everything and forget how to put it back together. Cooks! You're bad at math. Boom, thank you. So is Boom just due to interest in military history and all that goes with it? Conversion is needed? Oh. Where am I? Where's my mouse? Take this out. We don't need you. We don't need you. How did I get here? I think I was talking to, it was Game Guy in the Discord. They were telling me about the weather. And you converted the temperature to Fahrenheit for me. And I'm just like, oh, you can keep it Celsius. And then they told me the temperature in Celsius and I'm just like, oh my god! I was asked, why in the world do I use Celsius? I'm like, I don't know. It seems legit. Can I take this out? What? What? Oh, there's more screws. All of this. This is screw finder. Can you find the screws? Hi Dark, how are you doing today? Rip the car? Listen. The car doesn't need all of this. It's weighing it down. What is this? We don't need that. What is this? Spark plug? Yeah, why do we want spark plugs in our car? We ain't playing with no sparklers. This ain't no 4th of July. Can I take this out yet? No? Something's still on this guy. Ah! Okay, well how do I move over here? Can I move over here? We gotta take the spark plugs out of this side. Now don't get me wrong, I don't know the metric system perfectly. I think I just use Celsius. My Alexa tells me everything in Celsius. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How do I take you off? How do I get out of focus mode? Can I... This feels so weird. Take it off! Take it off, take it off, take it off. How much does this game cost? I'm not sure. It was... This one in particular was with the Ukraine Humble Bundle. So I can't really tell you. Hello, Dipstick. Let's take you out. Oh, you're pretty empty there, Mr. Dipstick. How do I put you back? How do I put you back? You can go back. Length and calibers when dealing with tank and gun and cannon? Oh. That's what you want to hear from the professional mechanic? Who needs this? Who needs this part? Nobody. Why do I need this part that allows my car to move with combustion? That's dangerous, guys. That's dangerous. You want a solar power car. You just want a car that absorbs energy from the sun. That's what you want. And never drive at night. Followed by the word spark plug. I have to lose focus? I have to lose focus? Why do I have to lose focus? Hello, Embers! Embers Pole? How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. With every level I grow stronger. How's your night going? How do I... Can I pull this out? Oh, I can. That can come out. This is like playing some weird Jenga. Like, can this come out? Oh, I guess it can. Ow! Is the music still that loud for you? I made the music like 5% and it's still really loud. Can I get rid of this guy? What else can I remove? Wait, how can I get rid of you? Round air filter. Can this come off? Oh my god. Hello, Mr. Round Air Filter. You heard the developers to the famous asphalt racing games is based in Ukraine? Oh. All Spoon wants is a Beko brand car. That'd be amazing! I would go vroom vroom. I would race that car. I would race. I would go vroom vroom. Give me access to drag racing. I will do it. Give me a wide open track. Nothing but the road and the wind in my hair. And then I go vroom vroom. What are you? Hello? Break servo. Oh, we don't need that apparently. That's going. Can I go back here? Can this go? Have we removed everything now? No, there's still screws in here. We don't want any of this. This is all being recycled down to be used for soda cans. These are all being broken down. We run out of resources. We need more stuff for soda cans. Beko Vtuber or Beko appliances? Me! I wanna be on a car. Move over, Doge car. I wanna be in a car. Can you imagine me versus the Doge car? Come on. What am I missing here? I want this. I want this guy. Where's the screws on you? It's these things, right? I want this. Give it to me. No. Give me. What are you? Can I remove you? How do I remove this? I see these. I see these. How? How? This guy? This guy. Get rid of your screws. Yes. Will this game allow me to put together a car without any screws whatsoever and like just drive off with it? Is that a thing that it'll allow me to do? I'm now realizing I'm not gonna get a manual to put this car back together. I'm not gonna be able to put this car back together. Who here is skilled enough to design a car and name it after Beko? Miracles can happen? Spoons paint his car up with Beko's gift. Like gifts? Like the Ahigao face thing, but infinitely superior because it's Seiso and Beko and cute as frig. A Beko brand car would come with a missing engine. Hey, Cooks! What the heck? That's not true. It would have no cup holders. It would have no cup holders. Gotta hold your cups. How do I move this guy? Where are your nuts? Give me your nuts. I want your nuts. What else are you attached to? What else is holding you down? Give me your nuts. There you are. Spoonful have the gifts on the wheel. Missing engine, missing tires, missing drive shaft, missing steering wheel. That's a lot. Would be amazingly happy with just Beko window kickers. I still have to get that done. Oh my god, this view. Where am I? Where have I gone? What else can I remove? Can I take this guy out? No, not yet. Oh, he's got a latch on this side. Now I can take it out. What are you? You can go. You can go. I get rid of you? Oh god, what are you? How do I get rid of you? Oh, okay. Oh, we don't need this. We have a fan in the car? What do you think this is? A boat? We don't need no propellers. No propellers here. What is this? A rubber band? That's not safe. You think a car can work off of rubber bands? That's so flimsy. This ain't no 8th grade science shop. Portable scuff, regular versions, all doing the peeking, that's what you want? As in every inch of the car would be Beko gifts. A car without screws is kind of impossible. Magnets! Magnetize your car. Stick it together with magnets. No cup holders? How monstrous. I have feelings against cup holders. I hate cup holders. I hate cup holders not for the reasons that you think. Okay? Every time I have like a drink or anything, I never put it in the cup holders. Because the cup holders are never designed properly enough to actually hold cups properly. And it's always just gonna fall out. I've never met a cup holder that could properly hold a cup. Okay, so I just don't trust cup holders. You know what's a good cup holder? Beko thighs. I put the cup between my thighs when I go to... More secure than your stupid car cup holder. So until they can make a better car cup holder, I'm sorry, my thighs are gonna be holding my cups. I remember when cup holders were a brand new feature. Well, they still suck. How long has it been? This hurts? Why does this hurt? I'm removing the screws. We don't need any of that. We're making a new lightweight model of the vehicular. Spoons request another pickle pickling, this time mutually assured destruction. Spoon gave Shadow for impurity, therefore Spoon deserves Bong. You go sit in the corner, Spoon. You go sit in the corner. You think about the pico pico. This is Agony, but also cute. She's so inquisitive. How does it hurt? Cooks, I'm doing it right. I'm taking things out. We don't need any of that. It's just weighing the car down. We want it to be aerodynamic, and that means we need to get it light enough to fly. If I can figure out how to get things off. What is this? Another rubber band? We don't need that. No rubber bands in this car. What are you? Is this car just gonna fall apart? Like, after a while, like, it's gonna collapse, right? Like this whole skeletal thing is gonna just collapse on itself eventually, right? Hi Taizu, how are you doing? Does this mean every Beko car comes with its own bekogenning, keeping your drinks safe and sound? Maybe. Maybe that should be the design of the cup holder. Unironically, one of my favorite games. Even our 2021, really? How is it? I couldn't play the 2021. My computer is too stuff mode for it. Are you more knowledgeable about fixing cars than me? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just removing things. We are making a brand new car. I'm building a plane? Yes. This car simulator, what are you talking about? This is car mechanic, not plane mechanic. Is there a plane mechanic simulator? I am raving to this music while Spoon's sitting in a corner. Noticing it doesn't work anymore, does it not? Uh-oh. Has it not been giving noise? Hold on. That's weird, it should be. I'll crank up my audio just in case though. How do I move this? What am I looking at? I want to remove this tire. You're just disassembling an engine right now from what you can see. Exactly. There is a plane mechanic simulator? Oh my god. How do I remove this? In my instructions, when trying to remove the tire over the weekend, they said you could remove the hubcap. This is a hubcap, right? Rim cape. The rim cape by sticking the thing behind it and just popping it off, but it's plastic, so it's like it could break easily. How do I get rid of you? Or you? What's the next step? This one? Can I remove you? After a certain point, this has to collapse. It has to, right? Why isn't Shadow in the corner too? You guys are fighting too much. Stop squabbling. Where are we? This one? What is this called? It's gone now. I don't know what it's called, but it's gone now. What else can I take off? This thing? This thing? This thing. I see the screws on this. I want it. If it collapses, PC-kun might not like that. There's no hubcaps in this game. Rubber brushing, they keep the engine from shaking in the engine bay while running. Oh. Shadow 2 lewd, Spoon was right there. You can get out of the corner, Spoon. How do I focus on this? What is this? What's highlighting here? Can I remove that? Piston. Piston. Rubber brushing? This one? Is it this one? No, not that one. Is this what mechanics do in the shop? What do I do now? Where is the move it. Oh, I have to be under the car. They go searching for all of the screws. They just really like screws. Oh god, does this come off? Does this not come off? Yay! It's like playing Legos! I see you've started up your chop shop business? Yes, Noodle, I have. I'm digging for gold. And we're gonna turn them into soda cans here. Sorry for not talking much these streams. You don't know jack about cars? That's okay, I don't know anything about cars. You see what I'm doing to this poor car? You see what I'm doing to this poor car? I know absolutely nothing. You think I can put this back together? I have not been paying attention. I don't have no notebook. I haven't been taking any notes. This is just Lego pieces to me. What am I? What is? Hell, this battery. Can I move the battery? Battery can go out. We don't need no battery. This ain't no toy car. Becca refuses to put her favorite fan slash chatter slash viewer in a corner. Shadow, go in a corner. You have to specifically go into the upper top corner, the corner that shares the wall with the ceiling, not the floor corner, the ceiling corner. Figure that one out. You gotta remove the oil pan underneath the engine before you can remove the pistons. Tyson, thank you. Okay, wait. Oil pan underneath. How do I raise you? Raise you higher? No, higher. 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 Go up. Make go up. Please. I'm underneath the car now. Where's your oil pan? Mister. This thing? Spoon's gonna do the redeem shadow. Don't make Spoon. Which one? Imagine if this was surgery simulator and Beko was just exploring inside the body. You don't need this organ. What is this? Pancreas? Yeah, that was yeeted. That was annexed a long time ago. You don't need that now, buddy. Please no, Beko surgeon simulator. Oh no. Meow. Uh-oh, you are right. It's not notifying me of the sound alerts. I wonder why. Oh, I think I know why. Okay, now it should do it. I was in the wrong scene. No one has redeemed UK mode in a while. Why would you want redeem it? What about your points? What about your points? Think we'll see about that. Wow. Already there. You're a spider. Why are shadows in the corner? They are shadows in the corner. Hello, oh no. Oh no, you did the sheep screen and I didn't do it because I wasn't in the right scene. I apologize. You're not scammed. You're not scammed. I didn't even know you could lower the car off the lift. You were learning things even I didn't know. Absolutely robbed. Wah. Oh, it's okay. I'll pop in on I next time. I have broken sounds. Just start pulling off the bottom of the engine. Okay. Anywhere off the bottom. Suspension. Suspension. Wah! Thank you, Noodle, for the sheep scream. Nothing's working! I feel like it wouldn't be smart to take things off from underneath, because it's just gonna collapse on top of me, right? Ah! After a certain point it would just collapse, like all of this stuff would just fall down on top of me. Go down. We don't need you either. We don't need you either. We don't need you either. We also don't need- oh, you already don't have a light. Reading comprehension 2 out of 10? What did I say? She got the words just 0 out of Hi, Stat. I hate water. Water is good for you. Water is okay. I actually like water. Water, I like the rain. Go down. How do I not know how to use this machine? Just remove everything. Just take it. We don't need all of this. Am I really expected to put this car back together? How do I remove anything? Your windows are going, sir. You don't need any of those windows. Or that door. Or this chair. Oh, I can sit down in the chair. I can sit down in the chair. Where's your steering wheel, buddy? How do I get out? Oh, I can test drive this? Start the car. Start the car. I demand you to start the car. Let's drive it. Drive it. Go to parking. Do it. There's no steering wheel. There's no driver's seat. But we're gonna test drive this guy. Where am I? Where am I? Where's the car? Hello? Have I been hoodwinked? You're going on a bathroom break? Hello, Neckle! Bathroom break! Yay! You're gonna get in trouble, Neckle. You're gonna get in so much trouble. This game doesn't support collapsing on you. You're fine. That's good. Neckle, say something that to your fans in the bathroom. My fans in the bathroom. Which one? The air vents that are trying to circulate the stink out of the bathroom? Do good job. You guys do good job. The fans in the bathroom that keep the bathroom as less stinky as possible. I appreciate you guys. It doesn't matter how loud and noisy you are, you're doing the best that you can, and nothing can even if things outstink your capacity, just know I understand you're trying your darnest. The stank fans? Yeah, the stank fans out there. Spin to your heart's content. I believe in you. Nobody has got the job that you do, and you do it well. The fans sound like birds chirping outside. Wait, birds chirping? Wait. Wait. Like squeaking, right? I can't squeak. Like that. Oh, thank you for the hydration and the stretch. Thank you. You bought a new car today? Congratulations, What kind of car? Pixar, it didn't happen. Shiny? Shiny new car? Brand new or used? Y'all like chirps. Wait. Like that? That is what the fans sound like? I approve. Sometimes thousands of pounds or dozen tons. Imagine working under a tank. Ah, that sounds scary, working under a tank. Customer probably just needed new brakes. You're scrapping the whole car? Does it tell me what the car needs? Everything is covered in rust. Are you sure it's not the whole car? Rain enjoyer. Yes. Flat Beko is bad for cuteness. What do you mean? That's how many mechanics work? Fixing parts under several hundreds pounds of steel. That's true. Where am I at? We are hardworking bathroom vent fans. Yes, you guys are. Well, not you guys. The fans that Neko is dealing with and, you know, shares a bathroom with. Many pro racing cars are stripped of unnecessary parts like the AC. Oh. Cars and other stuff to lower the weight and decrease stress on the engine. Interesting. It must be really hot. Yeah, because those things are really small. Like, they don't even have car doors. Don't they climb in through the windows or something? That was oddly cute. Use Nissan Juke. Put up your jukes. I used to think replace all rust too, but they only pay for the parts they ask for no matter what you replace in this game. Uh-oh. How do I check? How do I know what parts they're asking for? Nissans. Yeah, I've got... Freckles is a Nissan. They're great. 2001 Nissan Frontier. That thing will not die. Yay! Just like Freckles. Freckles shan't die. Freckles, we will save Freckles. Freckles it will be in good shape. If Beko gets flattened by a car, then that'd be bloody and squishy and all icky. Not very cute. We save Beko, don't die. Right click on your car, check the customer order. Uh-oh. Okay. How do we go back to the shop? How do I go back to the shop? Return to the garage. Yes, please. Okay, so right click on the car, check the customer order. I just started taking everything off. Where is it? Hello? Oh, load. Think about what you... Oh, he looks so naked inside. Okay, I'm scared. What did the customer want? Where is it? Tune parts, car status, assemble, tablet, part notes. Is it in the parts? Quickly access workshop computer. Is it this? Oh no, here. What did he want? Where do I see that? What did he want? Sell car? I can just sell car. Customer only wanted an oil change. What is this? Is this what I've done to the car? Swap options? Oh dear. I drive that car for 50 miles with only 3 cylinders and almost no brakes, and even though it's a 4-cylinder, it sounds like a diesel. Wow. Hardworking. Very loud. I don't know how to read this menu. Other than hood, rear, window, trunk. Trunk the crunk. You don't need windows either, buddy. Why does the BGM sound like a nightclub? Because we're rocking it in here. And I can't remove tires for the life of me. Oh, we can remove that trunk. Hop right in. I can't jump in the trunk! How will I know if I fit? Oh look, it's a little blueberry. No. Can I put it back in? How do I put it back in? Assemble. Yes. Put it in. There we go. Hi Cyber, how you doing? Bathroom break is over, you gotta go? Okay, good night, Neko. We'll miss you. I miss you. I'll miss you. I wish you had internet again. You don't have to crawl into every open space, but how will I know if I need to fit? What if one day there's like some psycho murderer, and I have to run and hide, and I have to hide in very unsuspecting spaces. So I need to know what I can and cannot fit in. That shows the part status. You have to level up a bit to auto check parts. If you're just starting, these are just 2 test cars to test out game mechanics. You're basically a tutorial playground. Oh, hi Reen, how are you doing? Beko is like me, a cat. If we fits, we sits. Exactly. I want this to all be empty. But it won't. Oh god. Go back out. No, go back out. But I don't know how to get rid of everything on here. I can't even take out the tires, which I think should be very simple. What am I looking at? What's in here? Take out engine. I want this all gone. This one's the one they wanted to be underneath the car. Reen is here. Hello, Reen. How have you been? It's been a while. But what if what you hide in is the killer's car trunk, huh? Well, that's fine. I have, I know a thing or two about being in a trunk. Most trunks have those emergency tags anyway, right? You can just pull and it'll open the trunk. Where's that thing? Where's the oil filter thing? How come I can't see it? But when I'm on top I can see it. But when I'm down here I can't see it. Which one? Oh, here it is. There we go. Is all that oil just gonna sploosh down on me? Oh my god, what is all of this? Oh, hello? Oh, there's so many parts in here. Just in this. Just in this thing. Just in this doohickey right here. There's so many parts. Okay, is that done? That's all of it? No? Can't. Okay, now was that it? Was that everything? I think... Nope, no, no, no. One more. Give me all your screws. This looks dangerous. All of this looks very dangerous. Oh, I saw another one. I saw something else. Just when I think I got everything, there's still so much more. There, that should be everything. That should be everything now. Are we good to lower? Let's try lowering it now. You could always use the motor lift to pull out the engine. Just remove the drive shaft and transmission. Which one's that? Interest was barked for a long time. It was pain. Oh, internet. Oh. Is it better now though? Work on it. Work on it. Why won't you zoom on anymore? Zoom in. I want this engine! Put it down on the ground. This is so cool. Car lift is so cool! Take it. Take it. Take it. Take it. Thank you. Okay, now remove it. No? Still nothing? Okay, what am I missing? This thing? Oh, I could take the pistons out. The piston! We don't need those. So just wait until a stoplight and then dip? Tell Spoon if you only have 2 brain cells, little Vtuber. Customer comes in just looking for windshield washer fluid. Sees you taking apart the entire motor. I think all this needs to go. You said you need windshield fluid? Well, you see, in order to do that, I gotta take out the engine. See, we gotta safely put in the windshield fluid outside of your car before putting it into the car. That's how you do it properly. But how do I... Am I still being special? This is like a very naked car. Like, what am I missing here? You're a very naked vehicle. Mostly better is now? That's good. That's good to hear. I'm sorry that your internet was having issues. Remove the starter, the drive shaft, and gearbox. I'm assuming I have to be underneath, right? Okay, which one's starter? Exhaust. Exhaust. Nissan family unite. Exhaust. 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 Starter, drive shaft, gearbox. Steering grip. No. Crankshaft. Front suspension. Gearbox. No? So I'm assuming in order. Starter. What is a starter? Starter. Absorber, suspension, a pipe. Oh, I can get rid of the pipes. Oh, there's the drive shaft. Okay, wait. So I have to go down here. Go down here. Can I get rid of the muffler? Oh, muffler is gone. Drive shaft. Okay. Looking good. See, after taking this away though, I feel like the car should just totally collapse in on itself. There's no way. It's gone. Okay, where's the starter though? What is this? Mid-fill muffler. Get rid of that. Rear muffler. We don't need that either. Oh, we have so many things that we could get rid of. I can get rid of the shock absorbers too. And this? No. If only mechanics could actually get into the car like this. Like right inside. Dip their heads right into the car. Can you zoom out? Can you imagine if you were like, you knew that your calling is to be a mechanic and you tested it out on the family vehicle without telling your parental authorities? And they just come home and you don't know anything about being a mechanic, right? You're just playing. This is like a Lego set to you and you're just taking it apart and you don't know how to put it back together. Do mechanics make house calls? Like what do you do in that scenario? Like what if you have some youth that's just like, one day I would love to be a mechanic, and they experimented on the family car and then they don't know how to put it back together. Can you request for a mechanic house call to fix your car? Because they somehow did all of this to your car without any garage support or anything like that. Starter is attached to the gearbox. Let's go back. Hello, Mr. Gearbox. Where are you? This— oh, here. I tried removing him multiple times, it wouldn't let me. But now he does. Pew! 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 Go on. Oh, what are you? Clutch. Clutch release plate. And clutch pressure plate. Starter is Bulbasaur, Charmander. That is true. Most cats lazy. Beko fixing cars. Is it really fixing cars though? Is it really fixing cars? I think I'm being more of a menace than anything, which is still very cat-like. If I do say so myself. That would be so nice. I wouldn't have accidentally changed the transmission fluid when I meant to change the oil. Funny enough, that's actually how a lot of mechanics and engineers get started, by taking something apart without asking for permission. Exactly. Exactly. But like, what do you do if you can't put it together? Can you make a house call? Can you phone a friend? I'd like to phone the audience. Can I get 50% questions removed? Can you remove 50% of the parts and allow me to fill in the rest? Fixing, exactly, in quotes. Don't forget to keep them in quotes. What am I looking at? What is this? Oh. I can remove this. Okay, now lower the car and you can fully remove that engine. Acha! Thank you, Taizu, for helping so much. Otherwise, I would have just been fumbling about. Just, how do you say? Like clicking on all of the parts. Like Professor Layton. Just clicking everywhere. Where is the hint? Oh no, here, this one. Give me this. What is left? Oh my god! I like that it at least zooms you in on the part. What are you, fuel tank? We don't need that. Not where we're going. I didn't realize the fuel tank... I didn't realize the fuel tank was this flat. This is like a briefcase. I always imagined them to look like the red plastic canisters that you get from the gas station and just have it be on like the one side of the car. This is interesting. I didn't know this. My dad used to be the one to call if you were broken down at the gas station down the road. Beko is going full gremlin lore, dismantling machines. Some mechanics do house calls for simple stuff or checkups, but that's very rare since they'll need all of their tools and machines from the shop. That's fair, but like what if you can't drive your car there? What do you do then? If you can't drive your car. Hard on. Apparently car mechanics version of a hint is to get good scrub. Oh crap, I can't remove. Huh? Okay. And it's gone. Magic! It's gone. Where was that? Where was that located? Where was that located? Call a tow truck. You know what? You're right. That totally eluded my mind. I forgot that tow trucks was a thing. That's like the ambulance for cars. Tow truck. It won't let me lower it because I took out the wheels. It's got nothing to stand on. Okay. Oh, now it's green! Now we can remove this empty husk of an engine. It's gone, baby! Can I remove this guy yet? Accessible from wheel side. How do I get this off? Like, why am I having trouble with these wheels? Why are these wheels giving me such trouble? Accessible from wheel side. Okay, look. Look at the wheel. I got the rears. You can't drive it there, you get it towed. I like how tow trucks just kind of escaped from my mind and stopped existing. I'm like asking this real world question and it's just like, you get it towed. Well, duh. And it's like, they don't exist. What are you talking about? And it just totally escaped my mind. Wasted points? That's not true. I saw it pop up. It just took me a while to read out. Unwasted points. Even though she's not really paying attention and just removing stuff, she's still learning passively. Look at how much she's removed and learned where the different parts generally are. Yes. I think I learned a little bit more after Taizo told me to go look for these parts, because then I started looking at the names. But before then I was just pulling screws. I wasn't actually paying attention to names. But tell me to go find a part and then I'll start reading the names. That was actually a lot. That was intuitive! Doing is the best way to learn after all. It's 10 past. Wait, I'm so close. I just need to get rid of these wheels. Why won't it let me get rid of the wheel? What's still holding you up? Nothing, that's what. How do I get rid of you? How do I undo your suspension? Yes, the wheels. The wheels. How do I... Why do you gotta make this so hard? Oh, that's it? Oh, yes! Camera angle. What is that? Oh, brake caliper? I thought the brakes were applied on the back wheels. Ow. Click and hold to select. That little green circle is your friend. Brake pads. I thought the brakes were on the back of the car. I didn't realize they were on the front of the car. Can you focus on the wheels and remove those? A lot of clicking for the win. Sway bar front end link E. Ow. Shock absorber is gone. Bottom suspension. That's gone. No? Yes? No? Yes? No? No? Outer tire rod. Now? Now can I? No? No? Oh, here we go. Upper suspension arm. Ah! Hey, it's the part that Freckles got changed. Yeah! All of his tires. They look so fresh and so nice and clean. And I kick them and they're very sturdy. I'm so excited about that. But then I'm also very scared because the complex that I'm at, so Freckles, I always park Freckles on the outer perimeter of the complex next to, you know how they have covered parking? I park him next to covered parking, but not under covered parking. So he's not too far away from the complex. Like he's like in a parking space. Like he's just across the parking. He's across, but he's close. He's very close. But what's scary is that like 2 cars away, there was a car that I guess had their wheels taken and not for fixing reasons. Like it was just balancing on 2 cinder blocks. He was dipping forward and balancing on his front. Like I asked about that and I didn't realize that was a thing that, like, in my head I was just like, why are they giving you cinder blocks? But then I'm just like, you know what? I guess that makes sense. Tires are expensive. Tires are very expensive. I guess you could make some good bang for your buck. And I parked Freckles a lot closer this time. I parked Freckles closer. But I'm still very terrified. I'm like, I hope they don't see that Freckles has new wheels. Please don't see Freckles' new wheels. Don't come back. I don't want to go out and see Freckles balanced on cinder blocks. Nightmare fuel. Yeah, I just got him new tires, so I really hope I don't go out there and see Freckles on cinder blocks. Depends on the make and the model. Some cars have brakes on all 4 wheels. That's like 4-wheel drive. Or is that for the power steering for all the 4-wheel drive? Freckles got new shoes. You must have my style. Don't dox Freckles home. Yeah, no one go after Freckles. Freckles has been through a lot. Freckles deserves those new shoes. Freak caliper. Brake pads. Beko, bring Freckles in for the night. Let him sleep at the foot of your bed. The poor guy's probably scared. I do have like I have a dash camera that reacts to shaking, but I know that's not enough of a deterrent, I don't think. I am not finished until everything has come clean. What else? What this thing. Get rid of the sway. Get rid of whatever you are. Now what? Both of you. And the upper. Get that away. It's so interesting, right? Laying out all of the skeletal parts of a car. It's very interesting. Front sway bar. Someone had to construct this. Why can't I get rid of you? Oh. Have I done it? Have I made this car completely naked? Have I successfully made you a very naked car? How do I remove the car seats? Now the conversation makes sense. This might be still a question. Is Freckles— oh! yeah, sorry. The name of my car is Freckles. Freckles was a pet. You need a deployable flamethrower turret. Can the chairs be taken out? Can't believe I haven't— oh, I could take the hood off too? Can I take the windshields? How much more can I take off of you? There's no steering wheel. Can I take your little foot pads? Are you confirmed completely naked car? Have I done it? Car corpse? Nothing else on you? Oops. Look guys, I did it! Is this what you hoped for? It's a fully functioning, it's a naked car. Uh-oh. You know what has to be done. Is it gonna turn on or did I break it? Is this the thing? Okay, it's probably broken. I'll have to fix that later. My sensor bar doesn't work anymore. Oh no, there it is. Hello. It is now an empty skeleton that was once a car corpse, naked car. It's a boat now. It's got a lot of holes though. Would it still float? It'd probably be too heavy to float. It still has its chairs in there. Don't let Freckles watch the stream. It's okay guys, I have it censored now. Now put it all back together. Ah. How do I uncensor? It'll float? Oh. Okay, I got a boat now. Boat simulator, here we go. Here we go, here we go. What can I play with in here? Like, can I do things? Or is this all for— oh no, no. Is this all for decoration? Is this all for decoration? It's a computer. And it's your radio. It's just silence. Just nothing. Oh, I left my key in my lock. Oh, I can drain oil. What can I do with this? Oh. So many rolls of duct tape? Yeah. Cars are made out of duct tape, not screws. Paint shop. Is this where they air dried the car. I would always add electro swing radio to the radios in these games. Oh god. Interior detailing toolkit. This thing? How come when you get your cars detailed, right? I had, so Sheila had their interior, how do you say? They had the authority figures detailed Sheila, and it was like they oiled Sheila, and all of her interior was like just laced in oil. Why? I hated touching the inside of Sheila for like months because she was just covered in oil. Spoom's phone was mad delayed. Do you have to oil? It was the mechanic's hands? No. The parental authority even said that it's like some sort of finish, like some sort of finish that they had to put at the end or something, and to not touch it. It's like some sort of polish or something. I don't know. Maybe they might have just been telling the parental authority that. Is it an actual thing? Polish? Depends. It wasn't leather seats, but it was like everywhere else, like the car door, the dashboard, it was that. Waxing the leather seats. It's a cheap method of making the plastic look shiny. Ah, is that what that is? I guess when they're finished, they thought it looked oil right. Wow. What was the surface it was made out of? I want to say I definitely think Sheila had I think Sheila had I think Sheila had leather seats. So I think the interior was leather. What's an engine crane? Used to remove the entire engine. I just did that just now. It took me over an hour to do that. What does this do? Could I have just brought this machine over to that car? There were so many things to remove. Are you telling me you could just lift it? When I was working as a mechanic, it was a hated method for the detailers. So it is a thing. The polish or oil. Then that's for reviving the upholstery. Renewing? I see. You did it the hard way. The engine crane is so much quicker. Ah! What? This thing can do it without needing to remove all of the screws? Use it. Move the equipment. Car lift. A. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can you actually... Install engine into car. Pull out the engine. There are no engine parts. It was made into a well-oiled machine, just not the right way. I said use the engine lift, but you were determined. I didn't realize that was an actual thing. So walking through the steps was fun. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for holding my hand though. Even though I was smudged. Spoon's actually surprised she was able to take the engine apart without it on the crane. In tank mechanic sim, you can't take it apart until it's on the crane. I'm just curious as to what connects to what, because this looks so flimsy. How does this lift an engine? This looks like those two little L hooks. What do those hook onto? And it doesn't even look like they secure anywhere. Like what? What do you hook onto? How you do your thing? Wow, 1 ton, 2 ton. Anyway. I think we will call it. I have successfully dismantled a car. A vehicular. Welcome, Freckles. Ah. They secure onto different parts of the motor. Yeah, but there's like no hooks. I mean, it didn't look like it had proper hooks. Cherry pickers are far more sturdy than you think. Is that what that is? In some cases, have metal bars it sits on. Meow. It unlocks its secret flavor when you add the hooks. Oh, if it's old. Beko is done. She's going to leave us. Yeah, Shadow. This is the last stream of the week. And then I will be busy doing other stuff for the rest of the week. This is going to be really interesting. So tomorrow I have an appointment after doing stuff. The day labor stuff. And then what? Tomorrow's Thursday? And then Friday? And then Saturday I will take Freckles to another mechanic to get all of the oils and fluids and all of the other doohickeys. Do I need to change the brakes? Freckles' brake still works. There's no screechy sound. Brule? Who is Brew? When will we see? Monday. I still have regular schedule. Like, it's still the same. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for news on things. I've submitted application, right? And I'm just waiting on that. There was one that I submitted an application and then they refunded my money. I'm like, wait, why? I want to application. Sleepy time? It is sleepy time. I'm still so excited from like the work stuff that I was doing today that I kind of want to keep working, but I'm not. I shouldn't. I really shouldn't go back to doing more work. I have to not be addicted to working. I need to change gears and actually work on my stuff. I should work on my stuff and not work stuff. So, hopefully I'll be able to get back into that gear. I haven't been able to work on my own stuff since starting this new other work stuff because I'm still trying to get used to everything. 1. Brouillon. Change the brakes. Ow. If the brake pad material is thinner than the metal plate it's attached to, then you replace them. Okay. I'm still trying to calculate the financials for everything. It's scary. But anyway, what is this bouillon? Let's see. Where am I? Brew. Help moving boxes. That would long distance help. Send it with your mind, mental energy. Brew? Are they playing Valorant? Was that the one? Oh wow. I found a new streamer that I actually really like, I think. And I feel bad. Like I really like them and I like them and I could see them being like a really good mommy parent. But I don't think that's going to happen. So I'm sad. I'm sad because I like them. They only stream during the day. They're not on right now. But they're kind of nice. I like them. She has blue hair. Yeah, she's playing Valorant. Got an orange shirt. Sweater. Orange sweater. If you like them so much, why don't you marry them? No. They're really cool. They're really talented. I don't remember their name other than it starts with a K. But for whatever reason, everyone in her chat was calling her a different name. I don't. But I liked them. They were really friendly. I don't know. I'm so wah. Wah. Talatora? I will find someone. I have to finish up with my design stuff. I think I still have to ask Game Guy what they thought about the design that I was currently working on. It sounded like they had some thoughts on it. But I never got back to them on it because it was so late. I was working really late at night. So I never got to hear what they thought. I don't know how I feel about my design yet. Cause I'm like, I don't know. I'm so simplistic. I'm trying to find an element that's iconic to me. I'm trying to figure out what is an iconic Beko element that is like a small accessory that could be carried, that could be like, that I could have no matter like what outfit I have. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What my iconic accessory is, and I'm having a hard time with it. Speaking of designs, Spook doesn't want what you did, but nothing too particular. I'm very simple. I'm very plain. I'm so simplistic, so plain, and just purple. Just purple. Dark Neko Lord, a staff. I don't know. I already have an accessory. I designed a Pico hammer. I designed a Pico hammer that will be specific to me. So there's that. Tan skin is iconic. Is it really? Beko needs a purple Pico hammer with cat ears and a big bee in the middle. Por favor? You Spanish? No. Well, no. How about some kind of necklace or pendant? I was thinking about that. I was actually working on like kind of like a cat bell, but not a cat bell. I have like a necklace that I really like. It's called an angel collar, and they're basically like this necklace that it's a bell. It's a bell necklace. And I remember having one as a youngling that a friend of mine gave me, and I didn't know what it was called for the longest time, but I really liked it because it was kind of like the bell rang at the slightest movements, and the ring, the tone of its ring kind of sounded ghostly. And so it's kind of like you didn't know where the ringing was coming from. And I used to wear that a lot. And people would make fun of me and be like, you really are like a cat with a bell on, sort of thing, because I'd just be here, I'd be there, everywhere, or something, like you can hear me coming, sort of thing. And so I remember having that. I don't have that particular necklace anymore. I lost it during a move, but like it took me a while to figure out that they're called angel collars, and I got a couple of angel collars, but they're not the same as the first one that I had. Like they don't have that, like they don't ring like that ghostly ring, and I like it. So I've been trying to figure out like kind of like a cat's bell, trying to figure out like an angel collar design. But I don't know if it's too complicated, or if that's something that could be rigged, or if it looks really weird or silly. And then that would just make it difficult for me to want to cosplay myself, because now I need to figure out this jewelry. Not many VTubers I have come across have tan skin, so possibly. Oh. I don't know. I'm not pale. I started embracing my shade, my skin shade. I started embracing it. There's backstory behind that. There's backstory behind that, but I don't know if that's something that you guys would be interested in. But I started to embrace my skin color, because you can imagine. Well, I mean, okay. Long story short, I'm Asian, and Asians, they want you to be pale, which I'm not. So I'm starting to embrace that more. Not enough tan or dark skinned VTubers who are of that culture. But there's slimes. That is true. There are slimes. I have a friend that likes... There's that many slime VTubers? Really? I didn't realize there were that many slimes. Amo? You should look into Japanese glass wind chimes. I like those. I want one, but I kind of want... They're so expensive because they have to be import from Japan, I think. But I want like a nerd one. I want a nerd one. I have a friend that has like a Kirby one. That one's funny. I want something that like speaks to me nerd wise. Something that's like niche of my interest. Not like I can have like a generic, like, oh, that's cute. Like, that's a cute flowery one. But I kind of want a nerd one. So I've been trying to find something that I like that is like, hola, nerd franchise. Beko, when we both get new models, can we still be siblings but adopted? What do you mean? What do you mean? You're already getting your new sibling, or not new sibling, you're already getting your new model, aren't you? What? Yes. We can still be siblings. Also, why not think of ideas and get more reference of your idea clothings. I have a lot. I have folders and folders. I have a folder on my computer, and then I look at things on my phone, and then I screenshot them, but then they're on my phone, and then I have to pull out my phone to look at those ones, and I really should just import them onto my computer so that I could just have them all on my computer. And it's weird, when I do concepting, it's a lot easier for me to do it on paper than on tablet. Nothing wrong with tan Asian. Oh, there's everything wrong with tan Asian, according to Asian standards of beauty. Don't open that can of worms. Don't open that can of worms, because it consists of Asians do desire the paleness. See, Grimmel knows what's up. Grimmel understands. You follow a lewd and wholesome slime VTuber? Wow. All the slime VTubers I've seen are... Oh. Would you want a whole Wagyu cow? Yes, of course. Wait, I should rephrase that. I mean, if you're a tan or kind of brownish, Asian is fine. Well, thank you. It is reassuring. I have met, so yeah, long story short, I've grown up with the parental authorities telling me that I am ugly just because of being too dark, is the long story short. But as you can imagine, I have met a lot of people that are just like, no, that's, you look fine. And I've just been trying to embrace that more. I do make fun. I do poke fun at that sometimes. I'm just like, oh no, I'm I'm not attracted by Asian standards. But yeah. Spoonf had to restart his phone again. Stupid garbage phone. Oh no. It's almost done, but we're brothers for life. Yeah. Bros. Broham. Just make a VTuber reference tab in photos. Reference tab. Oh, for all of my pictures? There's a lot. There's so many. Beko is cute exactly as she is. Spoonf would die if Beko got cute. Being a slime in anime logic is lewd. A say-so slime is just odd. I'm trying to think if there's any clean slimes that I know of, but I think all of them have always been questionable. You'll strike with myself. Where are they at? Spoonf will bury them. Is that a factor you can even control? What? My skin color? You know what's funny? Is that my sister and I, we're both dark. My brother is the one that was born pale. Do you know how many Western women wish they were naturally tan? That's what I keep hearing, right? Every time I bring it up, everyone's saying like, "Oh, we wish could have your skin color." It was difficult. This is new information. Isn't Leaf Fit say so? At least of the streams you've seen, she say so. Leaf Flit. Questionable fit slimes. The only slimes I know is it Monster Musume? Monster Musume? The one where like this guy has to have so many monster girlfriends? And that slime is just like, yeah, moisture, and all this questionable stuff happens. If you're mixed, that's a different story. I am a mutt. Leaflet is mostly say-so. Leaflet is say-so, I believe. Majority of the time she is, but she has had some moments where Spoonf just brings chaos wherever he goes. She's chill, but I don't believe she tweeted anything on Say So. Leaflet is a slime VTuber and she used to be one of the first interns at Riot Games. What? For real? Now, unlike me, I'm your future. Dejan God. Oh. I'm quite familiar that emote I've been told is a Degen streamer. So wait, am I looking up Leaflet? Is that... Am I saying that right? Leaflet? Oh, they are live too. Oh, but they're partner. They're partner. Oh my god, they've got 282. Yeah, no, that's okay. Let's do brew. Who else is on my list here? Onigirin is very Degen. Is she? She sounds... I only saw half of that one stream. That's a stinky... Sorry. Miodokas is a friend of mine streaming right now and she isn't partnered. What's the number at? My rule of thumb is they can't be more than 10 above me. Viewer size. So anything over 40 right now. According to my numbers, I'm at 26. So anything over 40. She's also at 21, funnily enough. Wow. Starzu, 27. Oh my god, now I'm getting a lot of recommendations. Hold on. Let's try... What are they playing? Brew is at 9. Yes. Brew is at 9. I am heavily leaning towards the 9. For obvious reasons. Oh, I think I've seen this Mew one before. Yeah. Go to Brew? Yeah, yeah. I only hesitated on Brew because you guys were like, ew, Valorant. Oh, wait, I gotta learn to spell. Okay. Now I know it's Valorant. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You just... Valorant, you're just... But you don't mind watching? Bruce is sweetie and deserves the love. Alrighty, what do you guys' raid message? You guys got a raid message in mind? Spoof hates Valorant as well, but Brew is worth it? Okay. Okay, so if you guys are all okay with Valorant, we're gonna go raid Brew. Oh. Say so. Say so. We're okay with Valorant? Tan skin for the... Brew too sweet. Oily Seats raid? Oh my god. Spoom's got his own? Okay. Okay. Let's put that. 2 messages. Let's go. Let's go. Everybody always does their own messages. Oily seeds. Only the oiliest of seeds, of course, of course. You guys are adorable. Alrighty, so the countdown has started. Good night, everyone. Good night, Game Guy. Good night. Good night, Spoon, Venus, Disaster, I. Good night, everyone. Good night, Spooky. I will see you guys next week as per usual, but I will always be available in the Discord. You can catch me there. Hopefully sometime over the weekend I will be working more on design stuff. And of course, over the weekend, Freckles should go see their checkup, so I'll probably be messaging a lot in the Freckles channel as well. And good night, Shadow. Good night. Good night, everyone. Bye.